Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the invalidation of the Biden administration's new rule for immigrants that has had the effect of lowering the rate of migration to its lowest in some 2 years. About 100,000 people tried to immigrate in the southern border last month, and down from about 150,000, and it's as a result of this rule. But it's a very, as always, immigration such a tricky area. And here's the core kind of procedural challenge that it presents. People can come in, and under the legal regime as it has been set up by Congress, you come in, and if you have a well-founded fear of persecution back home, you can apply for asylum. But the asylum system is so overburdened that what happens is people come in, seek asylum status, and then basically come into the country for a few years, often even get lost within it. And it's really, a problem that's defied sensible government solution for years, and has resulted in the influx of untold numbers of immigrants who might well not be justified in seeking asylum, but have a right to press their case, and the U.S.'s resources just don't permit them to be methodically kind of processed. All right, enter Jon Tigar, a judge in San Francisco, a well-regarded, intelligent judge. I know him and his work, so he's by no means a thoughtless or political kind of judge in my estimation. But he says, look, he acknowledges the great problem that's in the system, but he says you just can't do this, Biden administration. What can't you do? You can't force people to apply for immigration and for asylum status before they enter the country. That's the new rule. You've got to try to have applied before, like from Mexico, or at least have scheduled a hearing by phone before you get there. You can understand it as a sensible rule and as a way to parry the phenomenon that so many people come in and then get kind of swallowed up in the country. But, says Tigar, first, we have the Administrative Procedure Act, and it was arbitrary and capricious for you to make this change. Second, you made it too quickly. There wasn't enough time to comment. And third, it doesn't make sense under the statutory scheme, because it's clear Congress wants people with well-founded fears of persecution to be able to flee and then make their claims. You're in Mexico. You're really, I think he may even cite the instance of someone who's under physical threat or threat of rape. The idea is they escape into the haven of the free. Give me your tired and poor. They present themselves to the land of the rule of law, say, I am justified for asylum status. I have a well-founded fear of persecution. And in a perfect world, they would go right to a hearing officer and have it determined. In our world, they get an appointment, and it may be delayed and delayed more, and they go into the country, begin living a life here, and it's in many ways a productive life, etc., but it's not with an adjudication that they do in fact deserve to be here under asylum status. So it's a mess that has defied reparation, efforts to rationalize it for many years. And so this latest effort is to say, you've got to get your ducks in a row in advance. Now, the Biden administration said, we think this is constitutional, asked him to stay the order so they can go to the Ninth Circuit and try to get it reversed. So there's a fight about its constitutionality ahead. But basically, the legal point is, if you have a system where people can flee and then apply for asylum, it changes it to say first you have to apply and then you can flee. And you can imagine at least instances in which that very act will, in fact, make it impossible for you to elude the persecution that you fear. If it's true, et cetera, et cetera. But that's what the whole system is about. So it's a mess of a system. Tigar, a solid judge, said, this goes too far against the grain, cuts into the bone of the system Congress said it wanted to set up, which gives people a chance to come to us first and then claim asylum later. Maybe fundamental pressure that has created on the system will cause some kind of legislative change. But that would be a real change, right, from the model of people able to, just flee and get to the promise of democracy within the United States and then state their claims. It would be an important point, but there are many of these claims that fail. People come for economic opportunity and other rational reasons, but not ones that are the asylum system is set up to try to protect. So you see on all sides why people want to reduce the incidence of legitimate asylum seekers, but why people want to protect the ability to press the claims of legitimate asylum seekers, and it's all very, very difficult, tangled governmental problem. But the judge for now says the attempted solution of the Biden administration just doesn't cut it. So the Ninth Circuit will be next to be heard on this rule, and we'll see what they have to say. Until then, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.